So guys, today back from a video on the channel. Today we're here for the Newcastle United versus Leicester City preview. Big game, Sunday, 2 o'clock kick-off, and I can't wait for the game. We'll speak about Leicester, European, Premier League players, the lot. We'll speak about Newcastle, touch on the Burnley win, speak how we're going to go into the game, and much more. You'll see my prediction later on in the video. But before I start off, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It would be like if you could do so. I've also got the videos coming up for the game, predict team, stream, reaction, player ratings are all coming this weekend for the Leicester City versus Newcastle game. Anyways boys, let's get into it now. We'll start off by looking at Leicester, then go on to Newcastle. So when recording this, Leicester City have just played Napoli in the Europa League. They've literally just got beat 3-2 and will not qualify for the round, to the knockout rounds of the European League. They're going to the Conference League, European Conference League now, and it's a shame. You would expect Leicester to probably get through in that group, but they haven't, which is a shame. But the way they played against Napoli, I understand it's Napoli. You've got 7 players that were covered, but you've got to go into the game with a little bit more. I actually watched the game. I watched it one time. I think they should have went in the game going for it and whatnot. They look a little bit sluggish, and that's one thing that we need to take into the game and look at. But we'll look at Leicester's last 4 games. A 4-2 win over Watford, a 2-2 draw against Southampton, a 2-1 defeat against Aston Villa, and as I mentioned there, a 3-2 defeat against Napoli. And if you look at that, boys, Newcastle just win one out of very high spirits at the minute. Stadium getting redone, sports direct signs down. Leicester haven't won in the last 3. 7 players that were COVID, I'll quickly name them out now. Some players have got COVID from Leicester, starting off with Lookman, former Newcastle player Ayoze Perez, Amati, Benkovic, Vestergaard, Iheanacho, and the rest are just normally injured. So you've got Fofana, Pereira injured, and you've got James Justin injured. A lot of injuries going into the game for Leicester, and Newcastle pretty much got every single player bar Paul Dummett and Elliot Anderson. So you look at that as well, it's going our way, this fixture. Obviously in recent years, you look at the King Power Stadium and we've done quite well there. Obviously we did get beat 5-0 in one of them games, but obviously winning 4-2, winning 1-0, winning 2-1, you look at them results and think, can we go to the King Power and win? Is it going to be one of them games? But obviously Leicester are not in great form. I expect roughly the same team that got played against Napoli to play again on Sunday, which obviously they've got now travel from Italy back to England, right, knowing that they've just been knocked out of the Europa League, to go train Friday, train Saturday to play Newcastle on Sunday. We've had 8 days to prepare for this game. They've had 3. If you count the day 3, if you don't count the day 2 days, which is after getting kicked out of the European League. Like, everything's going our way for Newcastle, but yes, we can't deny Leicester City have got some quality players. They've had a good start to the season, but they've got some quality players. James Maddison recently has been scoring goals. Obviously Jamie Vardy loves a goal, and against Newcastle he does love a goal. Recently though, defensively they haven't looked great. Johnny Evans, Soyuncu at the back. Casper Schmeichel's been a bit funny recently in goal, but you can't deny that they've got qualities in their game and they can cause Newcastle United problems. I think going into this game, if Newcastle United can defend well enough, we've got a chance of winning, right? It's, for me, this game all goes down to how we set up defensively, right? We're going to have many shots as one, goals or whatever. We've got to defend our far lives, right? And it's not just sit back. I mean, defend like you did against Burnley and just do the right things. Don't do anything daft and keep down with it. That's why Fabi Shaw's critical for Newcastle, because he doesn't really make a mistake, apart from at the end against Burnley. But we'll click on to Newcastle in a second. This is about Leicester. Obviously, like I said before, they've had a funny start of the season, sitting 11th in the Prem, just got beat Aston Villa, just got beat Napoli. You look at that and think, could it be Newcastle's day? Could it be? Or could Leicester think, you know what, we need to bounce back? You look at their bench against Napoli as well. For me, only 2 or 3 players you could really say could come on the Prem, which was Albrighton, Daka, and the French centre midfielder. I can't remember his name, Simeone, or you know who I mean. They're the 3 players that you look at, and the rest of them are youngsters. It will be a hard test. It will be a hard test for Leicester. It'll be a hard test for Newcastle. They've got some quality players. Leicester, don't get us wrong, Ndidi, many more. Maddison, Vardy, Harvey Barnes, that can do bits. They've got a good team. We can't deny that. But the club's in high spirits at the minute, and that's what you look at for Newcastle. Well, you know what? We'll go on to Newcastle now then. So as I mentioned there, Newcastle United are on very high spirits at the minute. Yes, we are 19th in the league. Yes, we are still in relegation zone, but the club's just up there at the minute. Obviously we got our first win of the season on Saturday against Burnley, a fantastic win, a fantastic result and a great game of football. Can we take that into the game versus Leicester? I sure hope so. I'll not say much about the team because that'll just give away the predicted team video the most. I'm not really going to mention anything whatsoever. I'll mention players, but I'm not going to mention the predicted actual team. It will be a tough test for Newcastle, as I mentioned, but the way we played against Burnley, I think we deserved a win. I think we needed a win like that, just a 1-0 scrappy win and to do well, and that's what we've done. Can we get our second win now? That's the main test. We need to go to the game versus Leicester. Like I said before, I think if we defend well enough, we can win. Leicester are very poor off defending set pieces. That's one thing we've got to go at. And we've scored a couple of set pieces this season, corners, free kicks, whatnot. We can do it. We can. So nothing's stopping us from losing this game. And you've got to believe it anyhow in the boys that we can do it. We were playing against Burnley, very high press, very just everything about it. Joe Linton, fucking superb, fantastic player, fantastic games recently, and most likely will start on Sunday afternoon. Will he do something against Leicester? We'll have to wait and see. But injury wise for Newcastle, like I mentioned before, I think literally Elliot Anderson, Paul Dummett's out, and it looks like Ryan Fraser will return. He got a little knock against Burnley. He's been in training this week, so that is great. Obviously I haven't made a video or Instagram post or anything like that about the Sports Direct signs. Finally, our stadium's going to be looking so good for our game versus Manchester City in about 2 weeks time, one and a half weeks maybe. Not far away now. It's going to be class going back to St James's Park, but we've got a big game to focus on at the King Power Stadium. It will be a tough test, but let's just see what we can do. Obviously, sticks in mind what happened last season. We were 4-0 up after like the 70th minute, which was mad. Wilton double, Willock scored, and Paul Dummett scored. So hopefully we can see that again with a Willock goal potentially. Hopefully Wilton can get on the score sheet. Honestly, boys, right? I don't remember the last time I predicted a win. I can't remember the last time I predicted a win. Like properly, I said against Norwich we're gonna win, but that was unfortunate. Since then, like a game like this, against one of the bigger boys, right, where you think I'll stick a 1-1 or we'll just get beat. I'm gonna say 3-2 Newcastle for this game. I think it could be a mad one. It could be a mad weekend, this one. 3-2 Newcastle. Let's fingers crossed that it is. That's my prediction, boys, and that's the end of the preview. Make sure to leave a like, boys, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Loads of support on the Burnley vlog, I really do appreciate it. If you could subscribe to the channel for more content, it would mean the world. Anyways, boys, that's the end of the preview. See you all for the predicted team video tomorrow. This video is going out when I'm on my works night out, boys, so if you want to follow the snap to see what's happening on Bingsy's night out on Friday in Newcastle, make sure I get that, and there'll be a link in the description. So I'll record these on all Thursday night, so there'll be a new video recording when Bigsy's hungover, but it's all good, boys. See you all in the next one. Have a good one, boys. See you all for the predicted team tomorrow and the game on Sunday. Hooray, the fucking lads.